What's up guys, Future Artist here, and I'm finally bringing out a new video on YouTube. And today's video is going to be slightly different to my other videos, as we are officially here at WrestleMania weekend. A lot of you might know from my introducing me video back last year that I am a huge wrestling fan, specifically WWE, and every year they have the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania, and every year I stay up till stupid o'clock in the morning watching it. And I thought, as something a bit different to what I usually bring out on my channel, I would do my predictions video as to who I think is going to walk out the winners and who I think is going to walk out the losers from WrestleMania. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
What WrestleMania is all about!
Okay guys, we're going to start with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on the kickoff show. This one's a bit tricky as they haven't really announced a lot of people taking part in this match. I mean, by the looks of what has happened so far, the favourites are probably the Revival, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler. Probably be a few surprises, a few NXT appearances in that Battle Royal. But as for me, I'm going to predict that Woken Matt Hardy is going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I just think this is what he needs. This character hasn't been very over as of late. It hasn't done very well. I mean, Ultimate Deletion was great, but other elements of the character haven't done so great. So I think Matt Hardy needs this win to try and propel up the character a bit more. That's just my opinion. Second match, we have the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, first time ever. And again, this is another one that's hard to predict because there's so many competitors in there. Me personally, my heart and my brain wants Becky Lynch to win this. I think Becky needs this. She hasn't done much lately. And Becky's my favourite female competitor in all of WWE, so I really hope Becky can take this. This is more of a heart and gut feeling of who I want to win more than who I predict is going to win. Because I can't predict, it's quite hard in that match. Match number 3, we have the finals of the vacant Cruiserweight Championship tournament between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. I haven't really been catching up with the Cruiserweight division as of late. I haven't really watched 205 live. They haven't made any appearances on Raw. But as for this one, I think Cedric Alexander's going to take the win. Cedric is fantastic. I've always liked Cedric since he debuted. So Cedric, I think, is going to take the Cruiserweight title. But I think Mustafa Ali might potentially turn heel after the match. Who knows? Might not. And now, moving on to the main card, we have the triple threat tag team match, which I think will probably end up being a TLC match for the WWE SmackDown tag titles. The Usos defending against the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. This is another tricky one because part of me thinks the Usos will retain, part of me thinks the Bludgeon Brothers will win the titles. As for who I predict, I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers to win the SmackDown tag titles. They needed this win for ages. Back since they debuted in the Wyatt family in 2013, the matches they had with the Usos in 2014 for the tag titles. That's when they should have won the tag titles. Very long overdue in my opinion for half a round to take the gold, but I think they'll finally do it at WrestleMania. Then we have the Raw Tag Team titles on line. Cesaro Sheamus defending against Braun Strowman and a partner of his choosing. As for Braun Strowman's partner, I have no clue. It could be anyone. It could be Elias, it could be Rey Mysterio, it could be Bray Wyatt, it could be Kurt Hawkins, it could be The Big Show. I think for me, personally, the top 2 choices are Bray Wyatt and The Big Show. However, I think that it is going to be The Big Show who teams up with Braun Strowman. I think that team is going to be awesome. Strowman and Big Show versus Strowman. However, I don't think that they are going to win the tag titles. I think Cesaro have been on the top of the game lately, and as we know, Cesaro is scheduled to defend their tag titles against the Hardys at the greatest ever Royal Rumble event. I mean, I could change, but personally, I think Cesaro Sheamus will retain their titles somehow, possibly by pinning the Big Show, keeping Strowman looking strong. Okay, now moving on to the United States Championship match, Fatal 4-Way, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, Rusev. I would love to see Rusev win, because he has been on fire as of late with Rusev Day. I would love to see Bobby Roode win it back, potentially turn heel on Randy Orton. However, I think Randy Orton is going to retain his US title. I mean, he's only just won a title at Fastlane. He hasn't really done much other than RKO people on SmackDown Live, so I don't think they're going to take the title away from Orton this soon. I think Orton will retain his title in that fight, and I do think Bobby Roode could turn heel after that match of going to a rivalry with Orton. That is what is needed. Bobby Roode needed to come to Limelight as a heel. He has not worked as a face whatsoever. Bobby Roode needs to be a heel. Okay, triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. We've got three of the best workers in all of the league: The Miz, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. This is another triple one for me because I love Finn, I love Seth, and I love The Miz. I love to hate The Miz, the whole heel thing. However, I'm going with Seth to win this because purely due to the fact that he's the only one of the Shield to not be a Grand Slam champion as of yet. Roman's done it, Dean's done it, Seth's the only one not to do it yet. And you know how much WWE love to make history. So that's why I think Seth is going to defeat Miz and Balor to claim his first Intercontinental Championship, and then that's going to propel Seth and Finn into a feud as Miz goes away for a break look after his daughter. Okay, so now we got the women's title match as well. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. A match I'm not really looking forward to that much. A lot of people aren't really looking forward to it. I love Alexa. Alexa's probably my favourite Raw women's competitor overall. I think she's going to walk out with her title still around the waist somehow. I think she might cheat, maybe a bit of interference from Mickey James, she might roll Nia up, or she might get herself disqualified or counted out, and that might lead into a rematch or Extreme Rules or a payback with a stipulation. But yeah, I think Alexa's going to take it. I don't think Nia's going to take the title just yet. I think they're going to build it up because Nia needs a bit more work as a babyface. If that's the route WWE going in, making Nia Jax a babyface, they need to try and build her up a bit more with the fans so that she can kind of get a bit more appreciation from the fans. She needs a bit more building up as a face because Alexa's red hot as a heel. So I think that's what we need to do. Don't have Nia win the title straight away. She's only just turned face. Have a build up a bit more, create a bit more of this story between Alexa, Bully, and Nia. SmackDown Women's title, Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. This is another hard one because I can't see Charlotte losing the title, but at the same time I can't see the streak ending at Mania. I think what it looks like they're doing is they're looking to build Asuka's undefeated streak up until WrestleMania next year when she then steps into the ring with Ronda Rousey. If that's what's going to happen, then Asuka all the way. However, where does Charlotte go from here if she loses the title? Does she go into another meaningless feud? Does she continue to battle Asuka, or does she go back to Raw? However, despite all this, I do think Asuka's going to walk out of New Orleans with the SmackDown Women's Championship, and I do think she's going to remain undefeated until next year. Asuka is just unbelievable in the ring, and I think Charlotte Flair and Asuka, that could very well be the match of the night, in my opinion. A lot of other people's opinion. Okay, we've got 3 matches left. We have 4 matches left, sorry. We have Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. And this is I'm very nervous about this match because you got Triple H in there. Ronda Rousey needs to win this. If Ronda Rousey comes in for her first ever match in WWE and she loses, then she's doomed in the WWE. Ronda Rousey needs to win this match. She needs to get the victory as well. Don't let Kurt pin Triple H. Don't let Triple H pin Kurt. Ronda Rousey needs to submit Stephanie. Hell, I could even see Angle tapping out Triple H and Rousey tapping out McMahon at the same time. But nonetheless, Angle and Rousey need to win this match. They need to win it. Ronda Rousey needs to win her first matchup. And then we have Daniel Bryan Shane McMahon versus Kevin and Daniel Bryan is back. Yes, this was a huge surprise for me when I found out. I was at work at the time that I heard this news that Bryan had been cleared, and it's going to be teaming up with Shane to take on Owens and Zayn. This match has probably had the longest build, believe it or not, out of all these matches. It's been built up since SummerSlam when Shane cost Owens the US title against AJ Styles. It's been built up since then, and the announcement between Bryan and Shane, Sami Zayn getting involved. This match has had a very good build up, and I'm very looking forward to it, especially seeing Bryan back in the ring for the first time in 3 years. If Owens and Zayn lose, they stay away from SmackDown. So this is why I think Bryan and Shane will actually win, because I can't see Bryan losing his first match back after being cleared. Definitely cannot see it. Same position as Ronda Rousey. However, I don't think it's going to be the end of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I think after they lose this match, they're going to get picked up by Raw, and they're going to go to Monday Night Raw and continue wreaking havoc on Monday Night Raw. So that's how Kevin and Sami will stay in WWE, but without having to get the victory. So we've got 2 matches left, and perhaps the 2 most hyped up matches on the entire card. We have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. I'm hoping that this match is not the main event, because personally Styles Nakamura's had a much bigger build-up than Brock Reigns. And I think we all know who the favourite is for this match. Brock. It's already been confirmed that WrestleMania is Brock Lesnar's last night as a WWE superstar. He's not going to be making any appearances past WrestleMania. He's going to go back to UFC. So this is why Roman Reigns is going to win the Universal title. It's imminent. If Reigns doesn't win, I mean, WWE could go for the biggest shock in WrestleMania history and have Brock retain. That'd be the biggest shock in WrestleMania history, but I don't think it's going to happen. Roman is going to take the Universal title and he's going to go into a feud with Samoa Joe, which is what the plan is after Mania. So there you go. And then what should be the main event, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship, the dream match. And yesterday I watched their match from Wrestle Kingdom for the first time. I said, let's go watch it, let's just see how good these two are in the ring with each other. And it was amazing. It's one of the best matches I've ever watched. I need to watch more New Japan Pro Wrestling after watching that. This one is very hard because AJ Styles is my favourite current WWE superstar, and Nakamura is the Royal Rumble winner. He's been red hot. However, I do think Nakamura is going to take the title for many reasons. One, Styles was meant to be going to Raw after WrestleMania. That's one reason. Two, Nakamura was meant to win the WWE title from Jinder Mahal, and that never happened. And three, it's his time. Nakamura's been doing it for over a year now. He needs a title, and plus, we said how much WWE looks like history. First Japanese world champion. If I'm wrong, then correct me in the comment section. But if Nakamura wins, I do believe he'll be the first Japanese-born WWE champion, and WWE just love my history. So there we go. Well, guys, that's it for my WrestleMania predictions. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe if you want more. I'm not sure when my next video will be. It just depends what kind of ideas I have. I haven't really had many ideas for videos as of late, but I thought this would be a good one to do. It's just something quite different, something I'm quite passionate about, which is WrestleMania. I hope you guys enjoy WrestleMania. Those who are going to be watching it live. Those who aren't going to be watching it live, stay off social media, because I guarantee somebody will spoil it for you. But I'll be watching it live, 7 hours of WrestleMania, which is going to be agonising, but I don't care because I love WrestleMania. Hope you all guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy the Hall of Fame, which is on tonight as well, and NXT TakeOver New Orleans, which is on tomorrow night. Hope you all guys have a great WrestleMania weekend, and I will see you next time.
We got scars on our future hearts, but we never look back,
Oh, and before I forget, there is a lot of speculation on what's going to be happening between a certain invisible superstar and a certain dead superstar. As for the John Cena Undertaker thing, my prediction is John Cena is going to be sitting in the front row of WrestleMania with his fiancée Nikki Bella They're going to be sitting in the front row. Cena's going to be watching the entire show from the start. Maybe not from the pre-show, but from the start of the card. He's going to be watching the show. And then maybe they'll get John Cena to announce the attendance record. First man to do that every year. Last year it was the New Day. The year before that was, I think it was Byron Saxton or somebody like that. This year, I think they will get John Cena to announce the attendance record. When he's done, he goes to leave the ring, and all of a sudden, the lights go out. We think we're going to get to see the dead man, but then all of a sudden, we hear Kid Rock blasting away that American badass tune, and we see The Undertaker come down the ramp on his Harley motorcycle, and him and Cena have a stare down. Undertaker accepts the challenge, and we finally get to see the match we've been dying to see. Whether this actually happens, I don't know. Maybe they'll build up for a match to next year's Mania, have like a year build up for it, like the Cena and the Rock did. Maybe they'll build up for SummerSlam. Personally, I don't think they should do that. Taker Cena needs to happen. Like I said, they didn't need to book it on Raw because it's already a stacked card, but they need to have this. Everyone's been waiting to see it.